Welcome to In Moderation,
the show where we give you a moderate dose of info, sarcasm, and we already know we're not approved.
Welcome to In Moderation Interlude, because Liam is a jerk that decided not to show up.
What if we just pretend that I am Liam and we treat me as like a mid-season recast and don't ever...
Okay, yeah, okay. Redo, scrub that. What's up, Liam?
Hi, Rob. Yes.
How's it going?
It's pretty great. I was tagged in a bunch of videos today, and I was told, hey, how do you feel about cottage cheese? And I said, you know what? Cottage cheese is okay.
That sounds like Liam. I mean, that sounds like you.
That sounds like me. That's exactly
sounds like
who
you.
I am.
Yep.
We already know we're not approved.
There we go. You heard it from Liam himself.
No one's going to be able to tell the difference.
But no, really, Liam is currently on the place in the U.S. I don't know states.
They all look the same.
Looking for a new place to live, and unfortunately, Oakley is not letting him do anything. So I went over and I was like, Mike.
I just got a bunch of texts in a row that said, well, actually, what you had said verbatim, let's see, let's pull this up, was Mike, emergency, Mike, emergency.
Mike, emergency.
I said, Rob, emergency. And then you just said podcast in all caps. And I said, give me 15 minutes. I'll be here.
And actually, I'm pretty sure that was faster than 15 minutes.
It might have been 12 or even 13.
Damn, Speedy Gonzalez over here.
They say under promise, over deliver. That's what I like to do. So this is an interesting episode. Liam is not present. It is just you and me. What do you guys normally do when Liam is here in spirit? He is within me for legal purposes, spiritually. No longer physically.
The Father and the Son and the plant slant.
Amen. So what I think last time I aired my grievances about AI being used for coaching.
Yeah, you did.
Which if you're going to do it at home, like, just on your own, that's fine. It's more so that I've got the grievances of paying for it. Like you just use it yourself.
Especially if you're paying somebody that's supposed to be doing it themselves.
So perhaps in the spirit of that, we could talk a little bit about maybe what people don't need to be spending so much money on a weight loss journey or a fitness journey.
There's an idea.
Bounce that around for a couple minutes. Yeah, because I was just thinking, I'm trying to do a couple more recipe videos, and every creamy video that Ninja Creamy that I watch they always mention Fairlife milk,
right? Which
is a great product. Can you get that up there where you're at?
We can get Fairlife, but we can also get the superior Dairyland.
Really? Okay, tell me about Dairyland. I'd love to hear about that.
Well, I don't have a comparison to if the Fairlife is this way in the U.S., but if I were to serve you the Fairlife and the Dairyland, you would think that the Fairlife was a little bit watered down. Like the Dairyland has a lot more of that milk taste to it.
Interesting. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. But now I want to see if we have it here. But yeah, Fairlife, it's got a little bit more protein in it, but it's ultimately just the same thing as milk, but it costs twice or three times as much. If you see somebody talking about
compared to milk,
it's like $5 for a thing of Fairlife, and it's not even a full gallon. It's like a half.
Yeah, that's
gallon.
The other thing about Fairlife is, at least here, Fairlife is $7 for 1.5 liters, and Dairyland I can get for $6 for 2 liters.
Okay, so we've got a slightly, or considerably, I'd say, a better deal there.
Yeah,
and but realistically, it's only like per serving 4 grams more of protein for the same amount of calories, and it's like, I don't know, just for that little bit of extra oomph, it's not going to make that big of a difference. Not something that you couldn't just make up with more protein powder, I suppose.
It's true.
Yeah. So if you're concerned about, well, I don't want to get that Fairlife milk, you don't have to. You can if you want to.
Yeah, it's nice. I love it. I have a glass of it every morning, but it's not something you have to get.
Same with the organic labels. I'm sure you've talked about that here plenty of times.
Yeah.
You're paying for the name.
Yep.
At that point,
They're still using pesticides. They're still whatever. They're still processed in plants. They're still used in other things. It's just a fancy name on it.
The pesticide. They use like slightly different pesticides, but they're all the same. And every study that we run shows that none of it makes it to the final product anyway. Not in an amount that matters. By the way, we're being paid by a big pesticide to push this. Yeah, or else we'd just be dead. We wouldn't be here. But I guess in a couple of years we won't have that information because the FDA's funding has been slashed as of the last couple of days.
Did they really? I haven't been keeping up with my news. I guess it's
Dr.
not surprising,
Rubin
but
mentioned it. He came on and he said that the FDA, they are no longer able to, they don't have enough funding to monitor 6 of the 8 different strains of breakouts that they typically account for,
Jesus.
one of which is listeria. So if there's a listeria outbreak in any of our food in the U.S., if your state does not handle it on the state level, they don't have the funding for it, it's just not going to be brought up. And we're going to find that out the hard way, which is getting fucking listeria.
I always hate when, like, again, I'm not American. FDA is not my governing body. But I always hate when people are like, the FDA doesn't do anything. It's like, because you don't fund the damn thing. It needs funding to do things.
It's like, we need the money to do this kind of thing. Let's see. We've got Campylobacter, Cyclospora, Listeria, Shigella, Vibrio, which I've never even heard of that one, but thank you, FDA, for having us not hear about it. I'm sure we're going to become familiar. And Yersinia, which I've also not heard of. I've heard of the other 4 of them, but those ones are no longer being monitored.
That's lovely.
Are we great again? Has it happened?
You'll be great again when you weaken your population enough for Canada to take over.
I'm ready. I'm completely prepared for you guys.
I think a lot of your population is ready. Universal health care.
That's another thing, that if you move to Canada, you don't have to spend as much money on health care. You can get your health care. It's taken care of in your taxes.
So basically, if you want to save money, move to Canada. We've got cheaper milk,
Robbie,
and we've got better health care.
You got an extra room?
Yes, I do.
Let's sneak on in there. Perfect. I'll be there.
All right.
If I can get a passport, we'll see if I can manage to get a passport here.
I'm pretty sure you're on the list. You know, the ban list.
Which list? The list that doesn't exist?
The you've been dirty on the internet list.
I don't know about the list. I've never seen it. It was on my desk for a little while, but it's gone now. I don't know what happened to it. Must have been the wind. I don't know. So what else is it that I'm always hearing about in terms of things that you got to spend extra money on weight loss?
You know what you don't have to spend extra money on?
What's that?
Name brand stuff.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Name brand stuff. Yeah. You don't need it.
Half the generic stuff is made in the same factory. There's not like 20 different factories all making different versions of mini wheats. There's like 2 factories and everybody gets them from that.
In the 60s, I think it was the 60s, Elvis and his team came up with a very brilliant strategy. And that was to capitalize on the Elvis hate. So they were selling the Elvis merchandise, but they were also selling the I Hate Elvis merchandise. So they were making money from both ends of it. If you bought a shirt that said, I hate Elvis and he sucks and I don't like it, a very wordy shirt, Elvis would get that money. So that's what you're doing with your knockoff Fruit Loops. Go ahead and get them. Totally fine.
Yep.
Don't you have a brand up in Canada called No Name in the yellow packaging?
Yep. Literally No Name.
So that is its own company, though, right? Like they literally, that's like its own brand, isn't it?
Yeah. We also have President's Choice, which for the longest time I thought was American because it's President's Choice, but no, it's Canadian.
You don't have a president.
I know.
You have a prime minister.
So I have no idea who's president is choice of who's choosing this. What president? I don't know.
Well, this person, if they are listening to this podcast right now, I would love to hear from them. So whoever you are, we probably have a lot of presidents listening to this show. Call in. Do we have a call-in number yet?
Whoever this president is has good choice in lemonade. The diet lemonade is really good.
Where does this president fall short? What is the president's choice that's like, I'd probably have chosen different?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've had enough of the President's Choice stuff. That's at the supermarket I have to go out of the way for. And I usually just go over there to get my lemonade.
What if this is just a president that we elect to make the choices for this company? Like, it's not a president of another organization or government. It's just like the president of that company.
The president of choices.
The president of choices, of Choice Incorporated.
I want to be the president of choices.
It's
Start
the
my
only way to
campaign
get elected.
now. Rob Lapham for president of choices.
I'd vote for you if it wasn't for the fact that this
Don't vote for me.
position is handed down by blood.
I have that autistic food aversion. I like the taste of vegetables. I don't think people want what I like.
Why is it that all the president's choice items right now are dino nuggies and mac and cheese? We've got an entire refrigerator full of hundreds of bags of dino nuggies.
Sounds about right.
Sounds
But hey,
about
I don't
right.
think anybody's going to complain about the dino nuggies.
I'm not going to complain.
No.
You don't have the Real Good brand of chicken, right? The brand is called Real Good. Do you have that there?
Don't think so. No.
It is. I don't know how they're doing this differently, but they make chicken nuggets and chicken strips with a considerable amount of protein that is higher percentage wise than the calories. So it's like 23 grams of protein to like 140 calories per serving or something. It's quite spectacular.
Wow.
Again, not
That's
something you have to buy. It is a little bit more expensive than your average nuggies. So, if you can't afford
Just like
it,
the
that's
milk.
okay.
It's a little bit more money, a little bit more protein, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can get it through other means.
Is you just buy like a pack of chicken breast. That's what I do. And I buy it in batches every couple of weeks, cook it, and then I've got some ingredients fresh, or not necessarily fresh, but ready to go to chop up when I need it. It's good.
I end up getting my chicken whole and butchering it myself, but I don't think everybody wants to do that.
No, I would let you handle that. You are the Viking with the tools to handle that. I would just send it up to you.
Once again, something you don't have to do.
So yeah, definitely do not have to do that. By the way, in case anyone's joining and does not know who I am, I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning. I lost
Aren't you
110 pounds. I am Liam. I forgot. I am Liam.
You're Liam, and you've lost 110 pounds.
I'm Liam, and I've lost 110 pounds. I now weigh 0 pounds. That man is exceptionally lean. Very good looking. Very handsome. He's got this picture. I think it's his Facebook picture. I don't know how he got that ripped, but I'm angry about it.
I mean, you're on the middle of trying to get ripped yourself, right?
I'm always in the middle of trying to get ripped. That's never not the case.
But I think you have some sort of like goal here, don't you? You have a photo shoot coming
The
up or
goal is
something?
to just not get fat again.
Okay.
It's right now, but yes, yeah, I am trying to slim down just a little bit. I'm chopping a few pounds off in a very slow manner. When are we releasing the Rob photo shoot?
The Rob photo shoot.
The Rob photo shoot.
The one I shared in text messages.
The one where I said, "Holy shit, I'd sign up for this." Where's this man?
Well, now that you're teasing everybody with it.
It's Rob hanging out with Pippin
Yep.
in Christmas sweaters.
Yep.
It's quite adorable.
Really cute Christmas sweaters.
It's very cute Christmas sweaters matching. Pippin's just chilling. His mane is all fluffed out.
I'm going to have to actually do that for my Christmas card this year.
Oh, God, please. Do the thing. Have you seen those pictures where they've got like the cat superimposed in the background? Like, I don't even know how to describe this.
I don't think I have.
Mall photo shoot. This is great for an audio medium, by the way.
I know it's amazing. I'll just describe what I see. And right now I see Liam walking on a trackpad while he's looking up some sort of superimposed cat picture.
Okay, so I have I've found a few of them. Let me pull this up because I can share it with you. So if you want to find this at home, what you can do is you can go type in mall photo shoot superimposed, and I'll try to describe the picture so that perhaps you too at home can find it. Window, Chrome tab, share. So it's like this one right here. There's a picture of a man with his family.
Oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and his face is quite large, superimposed as the background, and then it's his, what I presume to be wife and 3 children there, smiling. And then he's just kind of wistfully looking off in the distance, but very large behind him. And there's several others, like this one here, the guy with the mustache and his family superimposed on top of it. That's what I'm talking. So like you'd have Pippin as this very large superimposition, and then you'd just be hanging out here. You could even be holding him still in there. Just have a large Pippin behind you.
Well, if nobody knows what you're talking about and they're too lazy to look it up, they just have to wait for my Christmas card to come out.
Rob will be sending them out through his email. This is a whole family of people dressed up as that one picture of The Rock with the black turtleneck sweater and the necklace and the jeans, and it's just 6 people dressed up that way. I would do this. I think you and me, that's what we're doing. This. Oh, absolutely. When are you coming to Texas?
When it's safe to.
Well, then I guess it means you're not coming. I'll have to go to Canada. There is not a safe time to come to Texas.
Oh, man.
We've got.
I did want to go to visit you guys this year, but between border troubles and money troubles,
the prognosis was a bit more sunny when we were talking about this last year. Yeah, around this time.
Yeah,
and then a lot of things happened politically, personally, schedule wise, in all of our lives. It's tough. Because I'll tell you, and I know that you relate to me heavy on this. Finding a community was always tough for me.
Yep.
I would find a friend here and there, but finding like a community, finding a unit was tough. And we've finally found it here, but everybody's spread out so far away that it's tough. It's hardly do we ever get to actually see each other.
Unfortunately. We'll have to put up with streaming together. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, I'm streaming with Rob Lapham, doing something ridiculous for a camera.
We were going to do No Man's Sky because it just dropped some sort of big update.
Let me check it. It's been on my wish list for a lot of years, and I've just never bought it.
I saw it was on your wish list.
Let me see where it is. Will this be out? You turn these around fairly quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Will this be out by then? Okay.
So anybody listening to this tomorrow, which is now today.
Tomorrow being
so if anybody
August
listening
28th.
to this today, you want to come hang out with me and Mike and the community, we'll be on Twitch. You can go to my channel, Rob Lapham, or you can go to Mike's channel, Mike Needs a Plan.
This is the very narrow sliver of time in which this podcast is out and the stream has not happened yet.
Yeah.
You can get
Congratulations to everybody who listened to this within the first 12 hours of it being released.
How about we what should be the code word here? We should have some kind of code word that if they come into the chat and they say it. So, though that being said, they could still say it weeks from now. So it's only going to count tomorrow.
We'll know that.
Yeah. It's only going to count tomorrow. So if you're in and you say banana bread,
you would put bananas in it.
Somebody that didn't want to just have a banana and didn't just want to have bread.
All right. You come into our stream and you say banana bread, what's going to happen? Aside of me hating you.
I'm going to whip it out. I'm going to stand there with my arms behind my head.
Oh, God. Well, now no one's going to come.
I might. Wait until the auto mod takes us out, and that'll be... And I'll do it until I break.
We should actually... I should actually do a... I don't know if I can... I don't know if Twitch will let me do this, but...
whip it out.
We can do a secret in moderation gift card giveaway.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
What would be the gift? Oh, for the merch store.
For the merch store, yeah.
Okay, I will wear one of my shirts tomorrow.
Excellent.
I think that'll be a good occasion to whip one of them out.
Well, you did say you'd whip it out.
I did say I'd whip it out. I didn't say what it was. No. So it was the in moderation merch. I've got my mug. I've got my shirts. I've got a bunch of books from you. Some of your training guides. You still have those up, right? I bought them a while ago.
Yep. Still have them.
Yeah. It's great information, by the way. Very affordable price. If we're talking about what to buy and what not to buy in a weight loss journey, that's a great place to start. Very affordable information, good plug and play stuff there. I've
a fair amount of effort into that.
It's fantastic. It seems like a little bit more unfair, unless, of course, you were just a supercomputer of a human being, which I know you to be. It's great info there. And you honestly, Rob is devaluing it by not charging $10 million for it. So get it before he's got an ego about him and charges what he's worth.
So yeah, anybody comes into the stream tomorrow when we're live, you say banana bread, and I'll figure out a way to put everybody into a draw.
See, I've got an unfair advantage because I know the keyword already. I don't got to listen to the podcast to figure it out. So,
hosts and guests are not eligible for this reward.
I guess I'll just not stream tomorrow, and I'll be.
Damn,
I've found a way around the system, or I'll just rig it. Did they have?
You'll just send somebody else in as your make a bunch of like fake accounts and just come in.
Mm. Oh yeah, it's like who's. Mark needs a plan. I don't know.
Mark is your Stan.
Who is? Did you have McDonald's monopoly up in Canada when they were doing that?
Yep.
Okay. Were you aware of the scandal?
I want to say yes, but it's not coming to mind.
So there was a scandal in which somebody that worked at McDonald's corporate had figured out like how to get the rare pieces, and he would just distribute them to his friends. He knew where they were going, where they were going to be sent. And he said, well, just go to this McDonald's at this time and you'll be able to get the extra piece. So like no one ever won the big prizes other than this guy's friends. And that's why they had to stop the whole contest.
Wow.
So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to make sure one lucky guest gets Boardwalk. Won't be me.
It'll just be somebody you conveniently know from somewhere.
Somebody that just looks like me. You're like, I don't have my cool sunglasses here. I don't know where they went. I had my cool sunglasses on for that bit that I did at the beginning of the other episode.
You lost your sunglasses.
We've got to get an official.
And you know what else that you don't need to spend money on? Fresh fruit. You can buy frozen, you can buy canned.
It's, in fact, purportedly more nutritious to get it in a canned form because they save it and they store it and preserve it more quickly, with more of the nutrients intact.
Particularly when it's frozen, if you're just a single person, you can use a little bit and just put it back in the freezer. You don't have to worry about wasting it. That's what I hate about buying vegetables and fruit, is I'll get through sometimes just a quarter of the bag and then it'll be like, okay, there goes the rest of it because I couldn't eat it fast enough.
This is especially good information for those of you that are used to the changing of the guards. And what I mean by the changing of the guards is you buy a bag of salad mix with the best of intentions, and then it sits in your refrigerator until it goes brown. And then because you want to hold the line, you go buy a new one. And then you replace the old one with the new one to repeat the process. You've changed the guards. So if you are a person who does this, it's okay. No one is judging you. A good way to reintroduce this is to find a recipe that it belongs in. Don't just buy the ingredients and expect you're going to make something magical of it. Go to have you had Tasty Shreds on here yet?
No.
You got to have Tasty Shreds on here. I'll do the episode with him. I would love to get to hang out with him here. He makes great recipes on Instagram. Just start there. I won't even give you more names to those of you listening. Just go to Tasty Shreds and just find like 2 or 3 recipes that he's got, and then go get the recipes or the ingredients for that. That's your shopping list. What do I eat? What do I do? Find shit you like, and then find people that have lost 80 pounds or 100 pounds that know how to make good versions of it that help you lose some weight because they're lower in calories and higher in protein, but actually taste like something. And you're cruising, my friend.
You know what else you don't need? You don't necessarily need to go to the store. If you're going to go to the store and you're going to walk down the snack aisle and throw everything in the cart, you can use a delivery service.
For sure. You just look at what's there, take a look, take a couple of pics, and just have it sent to you. Great way to go about it.
And again, like with the recipe, you've got the list right in front of you. There's the rest. You grab the stuff that's on the recipe. You don't have to go looking at the snacks. You could technically even use some sort of app or plugin extension to block those specific URLs for snacks and stuff. If you wanted to go that far, which you don't have to. That's just saying.
If you feel like you're at a point where you can right now, we would both like you to revisit that at some point. But if it's like your first week or something and you just don't want to see that stuff, up to you.
Just like how people block porn for a month or 2 or 3.
Yeah, people do that. I definitely did that a long time ago. I don't see any of that anymore. Definitely don't have a
Mike's gone
second
porn
computer.
free.
That's a whole topic for another day. But
You know what else you don't have to do when you're trying to save money and stuff? Buy porn.
Jerk off on the subway. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, you have to do that. That's a rite of passage.
It's the best place to do it. Jerking off does not necessarily lower your testosterone nor motivation. We don't have any studies to indicate that in any strong degree. So anybody that hears that you're losing gains by cranking the hog, as the kids say, you're fine.
Yeah, I do unfortunately know people that spend a little too much time and money looking at porn.
Oh, it can definitely be a problem.
Yeah.
Let's not get that mixed up. But it's in much different ways, just like any mental dependence on something, a psychological dependence. Especially the way that like the studio stuff is filmed, where it's quite exploitative and disgusting in many ways. Like it's best to stay away from that anyway.
Mike's an expert on that.
I'm an expert in porn.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of time.
Well, it's what the internet is for.
Just like some people can hear a half second of a Beatles song and know exactly what the Beatles song is. Hello, also me. I can do the same thing by hearing just a half second of a clip of porn.
Damn.
I know exactly what it is. Every time.
That's impressive.
Not a video I haven't seen. Anyone's like, how'd
What
10
about this
pounds
one?
keep it up? Oh, that is step neighbor with large rack. Step neighbor. It's my mom married somebody's neighbor, so this is now my step neighbor. There's large
Step-neighbor,
rack
eh?
on front and back. Gets drilled by other step neighbor 2.
Oh, so the step neighbor is getting drilled by the step neighbor.
Yes.
Okay.
Functionally speaking, strangers. We don't really need titles in this situation. They're just people. They're just neighbors. But it doesn't sell well enough if we don't include some kind of incest involved. This is Liam. If you're listening back to this, this is what happens when you leave the driver's seat unattended. Your dual driver's seat with Rob, where you've both got steering wheels and drive a zany Roger Rabbit car.
I almost get the feeling Liam's listening to this and going, I should do this more often.
He's going to pop up behind you and he's going to be dressed up in the full Willy Wonka garb and say, my boy, you've done it. It is your factory now. I was looking for one special little boy to take over.
I got the golden ticket.
Of course, we will have to deal with the slavery allegations.
Yeah.
But in the U.S., they're trying to make that a thing. They want to teach it in schools that slavery actually wasn't that bad.
I saw that
hear about it?
PragerU.
Yeah. But they want to say that slavery is better than death. Don't worry, kids. It could be worse. You could be dead. It used to be, give me liberty or give me death.
Now it's give me slavery or give me death.
Now it is give me slavery. But death would be worse, so please give me slavery.
Okay, well. So we went from give me liberty or give me death to give me slavery.
We went from step neighbor gets railed by the front and the back by other step neighbor to this, to a Willy Wonka reference to this.
Oh, man.
Next time he texts me at 11 o'clock, it says, Mike, emergency. He's going to think twice about it.
I myself have been having a hell of a week. And so it's 10:30 here. And I got the notification from Liam that he just wasn't going to be able to do it because Oakley's screaming and hollering at him. And I was just like, Mike.
I'm in. I want to get an official tally on how many of these I've done so far. I got to look through and count them, see what's going on. But yeah, I'm always thrilled to be here and thrilled to hang out. It's to get some. I'll talk about this real quick. This is not a plug, but it is not that you would stop me from plugging, but it just feels like a plug. In my group coaching community today, we were talking. It was our open floor coaching session. And we just started goofing off in the chat a little bit. Like I saw a couple of jokes here and there. I, lost my straight face and started laughing. We were just bouncing back and forth. And I was getting through some of the lessons and they were throwing jokes at me in the chat and I'd laugh and throw it back. And by the end of it, we were just having fun. And it was It was just a powerful moment to me because not 2 years ago was I just off of leaving my job to pursue this motion that I was picking up online to see if maybe in about 3 months, I gave myself 3 months to just break even on my rent. I didn't need to be rich. It still hasn't happened and won't. But I just gave myself 3 months to try to break even on my rent, and I made it at the last minute. It was back then I could not have expected what all I've gotten to do since. So I think
Like get
my
a vasectomy.
point here is that happened before.
Oh,
Actually,
okay. My bad.
that was a couple of years even prior to that. That was 22. For those of you that don't know, I also got a vasectomy a few years ago. If anybody's on the fence about this thing, they could have just as easily done it like at a mall kiosk in a Claire's. It did not hurt. There's been no maintenance, no upkeep. I get tested every year just to make sure that nothing's reconnected or nothing. But it took 20 minutes and I walked back to my own car. The alternative for our partners is sometimes
Liam's situation.
That too. Is also you have a baby, but I'm more so like the hormonal birth controls. And
You were talking about birth control of female
tubal
birth
ligation.
control,
A baby is the ultimate. Holy shit. Which is why I got the vasectomy. I don't have any kids. This is me not having kids and never will. But yeah, it's just a really good option. Talk to your doctor about it. Don't listen to your influencer. Talk to your doctor about it.
Talk to your doctor about Mike's plan.
Talk to my plan is parenthood. My planned parenthood. The opposite way. I'm planning to not.
Your planned non-parenthood.
Yeah, planned non-parenthood. We'll have to workshop this one. We'll figure it out.
That's actually what you were talking about there. I think that's something that's sorely lacking in the health industry is people just laughing and having fun.
It's so serious, and if it's not serious, it's angry. And I get angry sometimes. You see, just like you do. We're very politically and socially minded. But to not have fun with this is what kind of life is it?
The thing killing people the most, the thing that will lower your lifespan the most, is stressing over every single thing.
And that's all they want you to do now. Is every ingredient is toxic. Don't wear certain fabrics because it'll leach into your flesh and make you grow a third arm. It's like they want us to be afraid of everything because they want to create the problem and sell the solution. Unfortunately, fear does that really well.
Yeah, you can tell that they do not have your health interest in mind because they are not thinking about your mental health.
No.
Even if they weren't in it just for the money, even if they thought they were doing something good for you, they were still fear-mongering it. They're still not they're only thinking about physical health. There is more to health than just the physical health. There's the mental health, there's the sexual health, and there's the Mike Needs a Health.
And there's the Mike Needs a Health. When I started my group coaching program, I spent the first 3 months hardly even once talking about weight loss. I didn't touch calories. I didn't touch macros. We would talk habits, but those habits could really go towards any self-building or personal development. When I started to introduce numbers, we had such a strong and solid foundation of habits that assigning a point system to it didn't make it a losing game. We talked about the mindset. The mindset is where I started everybody. I've got a 6-question system on how to find your why, and it forces you to introspect. And there's no weight loss questions about it. In fact, you can use it for any goal you have. That's why I designed it that way. The mindset is if you don't have that and you can't seem to keep your calories in check and you can't seem to get your habits in check and your weekends are kind of crazy, don't blame yourself. This isn't a moral failing. You didn't do anything wrong. You just don't know where you're going right now. But you got to have the mindset. Rob nailed it there.
Well, if you're looking for an ebook, head over to the In Moderation store. And if you're looking for group coaching, head over to Mike Needs a Plan.
Rob, you got to come in and teach a lesson or two on that book so we can just have some kind of joint thing for people to come check out.
Sounds like a plan.
I think we should do that. I think people are, honestly, at this point now, those who have been asking for me to do collabs with people, they've probably gotten enough of me coming on here and making the fool of myself, as they say. But I love just getting to hang out and joke and chat. It is so desperately and, like you said, sorely needed, especially through a journeys that can feel very lonely.
And speaking of hanging out, make sure you come check us out on Twitch today or in the past if you are listening after Thursday.
You can listen to it anytime.
Yeah. And don't forget, banana bread.
Hey, wasn't that a great time? Listen to the podcast. You were just, I'm assuming you were just listening to In Moderation. So if you go ahead and hit the 5-star button, is that a thing? The like button?
That's a thing.
No.
Yep.
The like button
5
on
stars.
YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Not the dislike button. That's a bad button. The
Bad
like
button.
Bad
Don't
button.
touch.
Hit
Don't
also
touch
hit
it.
all the other buttons. The share. You can go check out
all those things.
Subscribe. Go check out our Patreon. We do have a Patreon. It's free to join if you want, or you could give us some money. That'd be really cool, like $1 or $2. It doesn't matter. Whatever you have.
That's where you'll find all the news for this.
We're super appreciative. You can find all sorts of other stuff there. We do giveaways, I think, sometimes,
Sometimes.
all that good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So, peace.